Hello and welcome to this last module number 4 of our second unit. We're going to be talking about online gaming tribalism, which is one of the most interesting and expanded phenomenon that we're going to be able to explore on the internet nowadays. One of the most interesting aspects of our tribal self is our ability to group around ideas, passions, embedded sometimes around certain or following certain charismatic or emblematic leaders and figures. This ability pushes us to rally with others, pursuing the advancement of certain ideas, passions, and goals that we have as individuals and that we would like to see prevailing. And so we get together and we sort of make a decision to go as a group and say to infinity and beyond, as you probably would remember for one of the best movies ever filmed in digital format, talking about Toy Story. We clustered together in these tribes, in these groups, and then when that coming together happens, some other mechanisms that are inherent to human beings, maybe that's part of being social, that kicks in somehow, and that makes of this behavior one that it's critically important for cultural anthropology to explore and to make sense of. So in this module, I'm going to be exploring not only what tribal gaming is, which again in and of itself it's interesting and relevant, but I want to be inviting you to check and see how certain authors, certain anthropologists do field research in this world, and what would it take to do field research. You are not expected to engage at this deeper level, but some of that needs to be happening this semester. So some level of exploration will need to be happening so that you can write that final paper at the end of the semester. I've carefully read your submissions, and I'm really excited to see what comes out of this exploration you're engaged in, because it's I have to, in all disclosure here, that's how I learn, by reading what you're going to be finding and exploring. So I want to encourage you to do that, but I also want to be as helpful as I can. So part of what we do in my lecture and then in the exercise that I have prepared for us is to think of the elements that in a simple manner, the elements that you will have to take into consideration when exploring these websites. And I'm hoping that by making it visible, what are the steps and things that anthropologists follow when conducting ethnographic research in the digital realm, I'm hoping that this will make your life and your work easier in the remaining of the semester. I think chapter 7 of our book, it's a particularly well-suited chapter to help us explore and do our work. Anyway, so with this reflection, I'll let you go in. In this module, we're going to first, as usual, I'm asking you to explore the learning outcomes. I'm going to be quizzing you at the end of this session for unit number 2. I would like to share with you a few videographic materials that I found in YouTube that are interesting and relevant to our understanding of the gaming that happens online. And I'm sure you're going to be able to find many more, and perhaps more interesting than the ones that I found, but it's just to get you started. A reminder that the annotation for this week will be chapter 7. I believe that's what I have posted on the 4 annotations for this second unit. And for problem solving, I'm going to ask you to continue generating information for your papers, and it's going to have to do with some of the discovery that happens by reading and exploring chapter 7. And okay, so I would let you to your own devices with this one. Take good care. Hola, ¿qué tal?